Knock you for a landing. Support us. Imam Husayn ibn Ali, a.s., commonly known as Imam Hussain, was a prominent figure in Islamic history and is revered by millions of Muslims, especially within the Shia branch of Islam. He was born on January 8, 626, in Medina, which is now part of present-day Saudi Arabia. Imam Hussain was the son of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, the cousin and son-in-law of Prophet Muhammad, and Fatimah Zahra, the daughter of Prophet Muhammad. Here is a brief overview of Imam Husayn's life and his significant historical event. 1. Early life. Imam Husayn grew up in the household of the Prophet Muhammad and received his teachings and guidance from his grandfather. He was known for his piety, wisdom, and courage from a young age. 2. Political unrest. After the death of Prophet Muhammad in 632, there were political disputes and power struggles among the Muslim community. Imam Husayn's father, Imam Ali, was eventually appointed as the fourth caliph but faced opposition and challenges from various factions within the Islamic community. 3. Martyrdom of Imam Ali. Imam Ali was assassinated in 661, leading to further divisions within the Muslim community. After his death, his elder son, Imam Hussain, became the second Shia imam but faced difficulties in maintaining his leadership due to the political turmoil. 4. Events leading to Karbala. After the death of Imam Hussain in 670, Imam Hussain became the third Shia imam. During the reign of the Umayyad Caliph Yazid I, Imam Hussain was asked to pledge allegiance to Yazid, but he refused, seeing him as a corrupt and unjust ruler. Imam Hussain chose not to compromise his principles and left Medina with his family and a small group of supporters to seek refuge in Mecca. 5. The tragedy of Karbala. Yazid's forces intercepted Imam Husayn's caravan in Karbala, in present-day Iraq, in October 680. Despite being vastly outnumbered, Imam Husayn and his followers refused to submit to Yazid's forces and chose to stand against injustice and tyranny. On the 10th day of Muharram, known as Ashura, Imam Husayn and his small band of companions were brutally martyred in a one-sided battle. This event marked a significant turning point in Islamic history and is commemorated annually by Shia Muslims during the month of Muharram. 6. Legacy. Imam Husayn's stand against oppression and his sacrifice at Karbala became a symbol of resistance against tyranny, and he is considered the martyr and a hero of justice and truth by Shia Muslims. The tragedy of Karbala is a deeply emotional event in Islamic history, and the remembrance of Imam Husayn's sacrifice has become an essential part of Shia religious practices and rituals. The story of Imam Husayn serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of standing up for one's principles and resisting injustice, even in the face of adversity and overwhelming odds. His legacy continues to inspire people around the world to strive for justice, compassion, and righteousness. The events of Karbala, which occurred on the 10th of Muharram in the year 680, center around the tragic battle in which Imam Husayn, a.s., and his small group of companions were martyred by the forces of the Umayyad Caliph Yazid I. The main issue in Karbala was a clash of principles, ideologies, and power struggles within the Muslim community after the death of Prophet Muhammad. 1. Leadership dispute. After the death of Prophet Muhammad, there were disputes and disagreements regarding the rightful succession of leadership within the Muslim community. Some believed that leadership should be based on familial ties to the Prophet, while others supported the election of a leader based on the consensus of the community. These disagreements led to the division between Sunni and Shia Islam. 2. Tyranny and corruption. During the time of Yazid I, the Umayyad caliphs had deviated from the principles of justice and righteousness that Islam upholds. Yazid, in particular, was known for his tyrannical rule, indulgence in worldly pleasures, and disregard for Islamic values. He demanded allegiance from Imam Husayn, seeking to legitimize his rule, but Imam Husayn refused, seeing him as an unfit and oppressive ruler. 3. Stand for justice. Imam Husayn's refusal to pledge allegiance to Yazid was not merely a matter of political disagreement, it was a principled stand against tyranny, corruption, and oppression. He believed that as a leader, he had a duty to uphold justice and protect the teachings of Islam. He was willing to sacrifice his life to preserve the true essence of the faith and protect it from being distorted by corrupt rulers. 4. Humanitarian appeal. Imam Husayn's decision to go to Karbala was not a move to initiate rebellion or seize power. Instead, he sought to reach out to the people of Kufa, who had sent letters inviting him to lead them and bring about positive change. When Imam Husayn's caravan reached Karbala, Yazid's forces cut off their access to water, leaving them severely dehydrated and vulnerable. 5. Betrayal and martyrdom. Despite the promises of support from the people of Kufa, Imam Husayn's call for help was met with betrayal, and only a small group remained loyal to him. Yazid's forces, significantly outnumbering Imam Husayn's companions, brutally attacked them. On the day of Ashura, all of Imam Husayn's male companions, including his family members, were martyred. Imam Husayn himself was also killed in the battle, but his sacrifice became a symbol of resistance against injustice and a source of inspiration for generations to come. The tragedy of Karbala remains a deeply emotional event in Islamic history and has profound significance for the Shia community. It serves as a reminder of the importance of standing up for justice, truth, and righteousness, even in the face of overwhelming odds. The remembrance of Imam Husayn's sacrifice during the annual commemoration of Muharram continues to inspire believers to strive for a more just and compassionate world. Imam Husayn, A.S., is considered a prominent figure in Islamic history, especially within the Shia branch of Islam. His ideology was deeply rooted in the principles of justice, compassion, and devotion to God. Here are some key aspects of Imam Husayn's ideology. 1. Resistance against tyranny. One of the central aspects of Imam Husayn's ideology was his unwavering resistance against tyranny and oppression. He firmly believed that a leader should be just, compassionate, and dedicated to upholding Islamic values. When he was asked to pledge allegiance to the corrupt and tyrannical Umayyad Caliph, Yazid I, Imam Husayn refused, choosing to stand against the unjust rule. 2. Preservation of Islamic principles. Imam Husayn's primary objective was to protect and preserve the true teachings of Islam as revealed by Prophet Muhammad. He believed in the importance of maintaining the integrity of Islamic values and principles, even if it meant sacrificing his life in the process. 3. Selflessness and sacrifice. Imam Husayn's ideology was rooted in selflessness and sacrifice for the greater good. He put the interests of the Muslim community above his own and willingly embraced martyrdom rather than compromising his principles or betraying his faith. 4. Leadership and imamate. As the third Shia Imam, Imam Husayn believed in the concept of divine leadership and imamate. According to Shia beliefs, the Imams are appointed by God and possess divine knowledge and guidance to lead the Muslim community spiritually and morally. Imam Husayn saw himself as the rightful leader and guardian of the community after the death of his father, Imam Ali. 5. Love for humanity. Imam Husayn's ideology emphasized love, compassion, and empathy for all human beings. He cared deeply for the well-being of the Muslim community and sought to promote unity and brotherhood among Muslims, regardless of their backgrounds or affiliations. 6. The symbolism of sacrifice. Imam Husayn's martyrdom at the Battle of Karbala has become a symbol of sacrifice and resistance against injustice. His stance and ultimate sacrifice have inspired countless people throughout history to stand up against oppression and tyranny. Imam Husayn's ideology is seen as a beacon of light for those who seek justice, truth, and righteousness. His legacy continues to inspire millions of people, particularly within the Shia community, to strive for a more just and compassionate world, to uphold the values of Islam, and to resist tyranny and oppression in all its forms. The annual commemoration of Muharram and the tragedy of Karbala serve as a constant reminder of Imam Husayn's unwavering commitment to his principles and his ultimate sacrifice for the sake of Islam and humanity.